Yo, what up? This is Jonathan Belcher here, your life coach and mentor. You gotta be your number one fan because if you live by their cheers, you will die by their silence. When you're your number one fan and you believe in yourself, eventually people come around and they start to believe in you too because that energy is just contagious. They start to see your conviction, they start to see your confidence, and then naturally other people want to come support. So you got to be your number one fan in hard times and good times. The law of rhythm is always at play in life, right? I did a video in the past some years ago talking about the law of rhythm. There's this natural law of rhythm in life. You can even look at the seasons and see how there's cycles in the seasons. You know, even in nature, there's a law of rhythm. But even though there's a law of rhythm that's constantly at play in life, the thing that should never ever waver is your support that you give for yourself. See, sometimes you got to be your own cheerleader. Sometimes you got to grab your own pom-poms and spell out your own name. Sometimes you might not see any other supporters in the room with you. You might not see anybody supporting you at all. But as long as you're still believing in you and you're still your biggest fan and you still see the greatness within you, just keep going, because eventually other people are going to feel that. You know, because from your belief in yourself, literally you give people power. You know, you give people power to understand, like, yo, that person's belief in themselves and that person's conviction and that person's work ethic, they're going to look at you and be like, you're so inspiring, it's going to make them believe in themselves. And isn't that what life's all about? Life is about a transference of feelings, a transference of positive feelings to help other people win as well. One of the greatest ways we know that we can win is by seeing somebody else win. You know what I'm saying? So always be your biggest fan, even if you're your only fan right now. Just keep going. Keep persevering. Keep taking action. Other fans are going to show up. And then other fans show up. And then it starts to become cool to be your fan. That's how people work. Even though from day one they probably should have been your fan. You know what I mean? They probably should have supported. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're your number one fan. That's all that matters. Because people are going to see the passion that you have inside of yourself. And they're going to be like, yeah, look, I don't know what this person's up to, but I know they're going to do big things. I know this person's dead serious about the mission they're on. And the kings and queens in the world, right? The people who are visionaries in the world, the people who respect that type of belief and that type of conviction, naturally they're going to get attracted to you. It's going to be something attractive about your belief in yourself. I'm not talking about the type of belief where you're overly confident, overly bigging yourself up, and belittling other people. That's not even necessary, to be real with you. It's not necessary. Not necessary at all, really. That's just ego talking. But being your biggest fan, your own biggest fan, is going to allow you to jump so many hurdles and so many things that try to knock you off your game in life. Just off of that alone. Because the reason why you're doing what you're doing is so rooted in security. You know, it's so rooted in sincerity that people eventually have to respect it. There's no choice. And then you come in with some good product. Then you add in value to people's lives. It's only a matter of time. But you got to be your biggest fan. You know, so many people throw in the towel because they feel they don't have enough fans. They feel they don't have enough support yet. And they're focusing on, oh, do I have enough followers? You know, do I have a big enough influence? You know, is there enough people liking my stuff? Is there enough people sharing my stuff? That's what people are focused on. But if you just focus on yourself and you believe in yourself 100% and you at the top of your game and you do what you do unapologetically, at some point people are going to get it. They're going to catch on. They're going to catch on. How it works. You know what I'm saying? But you can't wait for others to believe in you. Because many people just believe in things only because it's cool to believe in it, not because the thing is actually valuable. A lot of people will support something if they think it's just popular to support it. So those numbers will come, that traction will show up eventually. But first, the root to this, the foundation to your success, the foundation to you being able to grow and branch off into, different streams and different industries and take things to a whole new level, developing different streams of income. The foundation is gonna come from you being your number one fan. When you're your number one fan, what it says is you respect yourself. It says that despite what anybody might be doing out there, you're still focused on what you got going on, and you're still focused on your visions. And there's a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, and just from your belief in you, that's going to rub off on them, and they're going to believe in themselves. So one of the biggest reasons for you to accomplishing your dreams is really it's not for selfish reasons. It's so you could be living proof to other people. You could be a living testimony to other people. Like, look, I did it. This is possible. Or I'm doing it. This is possible. I'm doing it. I'm living proof. If you doing it, baby, and haters and doubters and critics are trying to get in your way, get them the fuck out your way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really don't matter what they saying, though, because you doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing the damn thing. So while they there looking at you and they doubting, and they might be envious of what you got going on and what you're doing because they told you it wasn't possible, but yet and still you're still doing it. You just became living proof. You just became living proof of what's possible. It ain't your fault they ain't go after what they wanted, right? It ain't your fault they ain't put themselves in position to win. It ain't your fault they ain't put themselves in position to level up. It's not your fault. So realize that people ain't always going to support you, but in those times, that's when you got to support yourself the most. In those times, you got to be your number one fan. And I'm telling you, you're going to see things start to change. You're going to start to see people just be attracted to you. People are just going to flock to you. People are going to want to be around your energy. And you're probably not going to understand why they gravitate towards you so much, but it's the security, it's the confidence. They want it to rub off on them. So that's why you always got to be your number one fan. Like, I got this, like, even when people come to me and they have this mindset to be about, oh, is your business a scam? Like, my reaction is literally, get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? If you've been watching me do what I've been doing for how many years and you still asking me this question and you're still not realizing what's going on, you're fucking crazy. You're fucking delusional. You know what I'm trying to say? You're fucking delusional. You know what I mean? And you got to get so sturdy in your foundation and get so deep into your game that it becomes delusional to even approach you with certain things. It becomes delusional to even ask you certain questions. It should be to the point where somebody comes around and they try to knock down your dreams. They try to talk negativity over your dreams. It should be to the point where you look at that person like they got 30 heads. Like you look at them to wait for them to correct what the fuck they just said. Because what are you talking about? What? I don't know what doubt is. I don't know what fear is. I don't know what those things are. I'm not focused on lack. I'm not focused on losing. I'm my number one fan, baby. Because we got to get it. We got to win. I'm trying to win. I ain't trying to mess around and play around on here and waste time. And then you give off that aura, you give off that energy, and then people start to understand what you're about. And then eventually they're going to respect it because they got to respect it. You're being you through and through, from the root, from the cloth. You know what I'm saying? But that respect is only going to come from you being your number one fan, because at first when you're starting off and you don't have many fans or you don't have many supporters, when you grow, people really, really get inspired by that. They really, really love to see that growth. They're like, damn, I remember when you was your number one fan. Now look at how much fans you got. Now look how much people you have supporting you. Now look how much people you have believing in you. Rightfully so. You deserve it. So my message in this video is really just, just tell you straight up, just be your number one fan in whatever you're doing, It don't matter who's doubting you. It really don't matter who don't like what you're doing or who don't think you're going to make it. None of that stuff really matters. I mean, it's life. We only get one of these. So you might as well do what you want to do. You might as well live it, live it to your best, to your greatest potential. And be confident in yourself because you got what it takes. One of the things about human beings that's always been intriguing to me is just our inability to fathom our own power, our inability to see our own power and how much we could really, really do. But of course, there's certain things in society, which I'm not going to go too much about into this video, that are in place to purposely keep your mind distracted and keep your mind focused on fear and doubt and loss and focused on all the negative things. There's certain things purposely in place to do that. But you can tell yourself a different story. You don't have to buy into that negative story. You don't have to buy into a story of lack. You don't have to buy into a loser's story. You could buy into a new story. You could buy into a vision. You could buy into a dream. You can buy into success. You can buy into abundance. And then you can do all the things that feed into those positive things. So be your number one fan, baby. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the bell button so you can be notified immediately when I make videos like this. And drop a comment below letting me know if how being your number one fan has helped you, or how you've been your number one fan for a while now and you're finally starting to see progress, or how you've just gotten started, or you're a number one fan, you're number one fan and you got haters, right? But let me know. Drop a comment below. Let me know, has there ever been a time in your life where you had to be your number one fan despite not many people around you supporting you, and then you still overcame that situation? I would love to hear your story on that, because I'm sure other people could read your comments below and be inspired by that as well. But I'm going to see you at the top. This is your boy Jonathan Belcher. Peace.